Guild Wars 3 just revealed its playable characters, and I want to go over this with you. It's been a minute, and I'm excited about this very much. I also love reading what the community thinks and what their input is. So let's take a quick look here. The biggest reveal is that Guild Wars 3 will launch with 4 playable species. 3 of them have already been confirmed: the human, Ashura, and for the very first time in Guild Wars history, Kodan will finally be playable. The 4th species is still a mystery, and ArenaNet says they'll be revealing each race in more detail over the coming weeks. Now, if you're wondering where races like Charr, Norn, or Sylvari are, ArenaNet addressed that too. Because Guild Wars 3 takes place more than 1,000 years before the original Guild Wars, many familiar races either don't exist yet or aren't present in Ore during this period.
The Sylvari are born from a tree, and over the course of the 250 and more years that have passed, the tree has become sort of sentient. And 25 years ago, the first Sylvari blossomed from the tree and went forth into the world.
The team says they wanted this playable species to fit naturally into both the setting and the story they're trying to tell. But this is the part that got my reaction, and I'm sure it got all of your reactions too. ArenaNet says they're designing Guild Wars 3 differently than Guild Wars 2. Instead of treating launch races as the only races forever, they're building the animation systems, armor, and character rigs so they can add new playable species after launch. New playable characters after launch! Oh yeah! I watched Muckluck's video, and I'm like looking at Reddit, and I'm looking all over the place about what people really want. And even in Twitch chat the other day, Tengu was heard. But these are the characters that everyone's asking for. Are you ready for this? Dwarves. Since Guild Wars 3 is set so far in the past, dwarves actually fit the timeline much better than they would in Guild Wars 2. A lot of players think that they're one of the strongest candidates for a future expansion. Maybe they're going to be new characters. Maybe there's something that we haven't touched yet. And the one thing that I notice is, like, after you're done with their story, then they just become cosmetic at that point. Once you've completed, like, the Sylvari race and their storyline, you know what I mean. ArenaNet is going to be able to support new playable species after launch, like the Tengu or adding the Dwarves. I think that's super exciting. Reading through everything, I'm seeing that players are asking for race-specific dialogue, unique cultural interactions, different role-playing opportunities, and NPCs that are actually recognize who your character is. They've captured the waterfall. Other things that I'm seeing is more hairstyles, more faces, just being able to customize our characters a lot more. I'm down with that. I love making a character that I want to look at every day. I think ArenaNet is off to a good start. The Kodan have already been there. We see them all over the place. But that's the same thing with Tengu. Like, we see Tengu in End of Dragon. So what classes or what races would you really like to see? Is there another race that you would like to see in Guild Wars 3? Comment below and let me know what you think.